Hey, what's up, guys? Pokesaurs Tropius here. I'm here with Pokesaurs Rampardos,
Hey
Pokesaurs
guys.
Tritops, and Pokesaurs Aggron, our newest member to Pokesaurs. Introduce yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Pokesaurs Aggron. I'm the new guy here. Not only new to the channel, but also the whole world of Pokemon. So, let's hope I have some fun.
He
One
enjoys
of
PvP
us.
colladas and
One
he also
of
learns.
us.
All right. So right now we're discussing the new set coming up, Plasma Blast, and for those of you who have been to pre-releases or seen the set before, you should already know what's in the set. But this is our views on what's going to be affecting the trading
The
card game.
current metagame.
So, uh, first one on our list is Credilli. That is a good card. It seems like it has some potential. So,
Explosion!
yeah, it's got a Life Explosion, which is for each energy attached to the Pokemon, you can search your deck for a Stage 2 Pokemon and put it onto your bench. So that eliminates
It's
the
an
need
attack.
for Squirtles and Tepigs for your Stage 2 lines. So it's easy to get out, and it might show a lot of use in
I
Stage
feel
2
like
decks.
the deck that's going to help the most would be Darkrai to get out your Hydreigans since Energy Switch is getting out. And because the blends are grass, dark and grass, so you can just run blends. And use Credilli so you don't have to start with your Dinos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that can work. I don't know. Hydreigon's never really been a top deck though with Darkrai.
Well,
Well,
it was.
it's also the fact that he was always a stage 2 Pokemon, so it was too long to put him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
They,
that
they,
makes
they
sense.
always went for the shorter evolutionary line, and they went with Darkrai.
And, I
And
mean, Dark...
with him here,
Yeah.
you can easily evolve it fast enough.
Yeah, and I mean, Darkrai's going to need something with Energy Switch rotating out of format in, a couple weeks or whenever.
Yeah.
A
When was
month.
the last Energy Switch printed?
I think it was black and white base set. So
Really?
it's definitely, yeah, so it's going.
Oh, no.
No, I think Scramble Switch would probably be used a lot more now.
Well, no,
You can only use it
because,
once.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's still
because,
gonna probably show more use now.
because the reason Darkrai uses Energy Switch is so they can Dark Patch, because you can only Dark Patch onto the bench. You Dark Patch and then you switch the energy to your active so you can attack. So with Scramble Switch, you'd have to be retreating around and stuff, and it wouldn't be as good.
Well,
So,
okay, yeah.
yeah.
With Keldeo, it's not hard, but I mean, we're not talking about Scramble Switch anyway. All right. So the next card in our list is me, Tropius. We didn't really want to talk about this, but I feel the need to, so I'm going to.
I feel like,
Tropius is an uncommon. It doesn't really show much potential except for his first attack return, and maybe if you're playing a rogue deck or something and you're just messing around, you might use it to get set up.
Maybe if you're playing 6-year-olds, you might use Energy Press once or twice, but I'd just stay away from it if you know it's good for you.
if you know it's good for you.
You already know I'm making Quadropius, guys.
Mewtwo was similar with this attack.
Yeah, but Mewtwo's is better. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 20 times 20 plus, so
20
20 times 20 plus.
So, the next one on our list is Virizion. And, Virizeon's gonna be a monster in this set. I think it's probably gonna be better than Gensect.
I think he's gonna be more of a bench Pokemon, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah,
He's
of
not,
course.
he's not gonna be a boss. He's just gonna be a bench player. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously, his ability is what's gonna make him so good.
Yeah. He's going to stop lasers so that you don't need to be wasting space. Well, not wasting space in your deck, but it's going to make more space for, not as many switch cards.
Yeah. You know, you wouldn't need Keldeo in this deck with that. You wouldn't need float stones.
Well, I mean, you would, because,
it works really well.
you're still going to want to be switching around to get a better matchup on your Pokemon, because you're going to have other Pokemon attacking other than Gensect.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't need them to be able to switch out. You know, if you're fighting a Selgor, this basically blocks his Selgor Gothitelle now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's getting rotated out of the format, and it's going to create just 4 more dead cards for your opponent to be drawing, because as long as you have a Friesian on the bench of their lasers, they're just going to be dead cards in their hand.
Yeah.
I mean, they can still use them, but they're just not going to do anything.
But is this going to be like the card to get in this set, or is it going to be in the set?
I think
I think it depends on what kind of deck you're making. Because his ability only works on Pokemon with grass type energies attached to them.
Yes, but I guess for now, Prism is going to get rotated out. Or wait, actually, no, it's not because of Necessities. But in Plasma decks that run Prisms and that stuff, just slapping a Prism on a Pokemon with a Verzion on the bench is going to make it immune to laser regardless of what type of Pokemon you use.
Unless it's an evolved Plasma Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but nobody plays Evolved Plasma Pokemon in Plasma decks.
You never know. Fun might.
Okay, well...
You know...
We're not just talking about Masters tier, we're also talking about the other tiers. You don't know how to like attacked.
I guess.
Okay. Moral of the story is Virizion is going to be good.
Virizion is going to be very good, and so
Okay.
This is probably the deck that I think Aggron's going to be running. Is that correct? You're going to be running Virizion Gensect?
Sure. Yeah.
Or trying to?
Sure.
Either that or probably a Kirim. You know, just your standard overused decks.
Does it have pretty colors?
It does. It does very pretty colors.
Very pretty colors, yes.
Alright, so the next card on our list was Gensect, correct?
Yes, the regular
Yes,
Gensect.
regular Gensect, not Gensect EX.
Oh, for family!
Yep, call for family. That is
always been a great first setting up. First turn setups.
definitely. The first Blastoise deck I ran, I actually had Emolga in my deck to use this.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to help. Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like...
It's really gonna help in Virizion Genesect decks, though, because it's for grass types.
Yeah, because if you were using any other deck that you wanted to do that with, you just use Emolga, because Emolga has free retreat, and this one doesn't.
Yeah,
So.
Well, that and Emolga can grab any type, while Genesect can only grab grass types.
I mean...
it's definitely going to be good to get out Virizion. And, I mean, his attack isn't even that bad. If you need to attack with him,
yeah, 80 plus
you
for
can.
3 energies.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
With the potential of doing 100 if you get heads.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not bad. It's not Kirim good, but it's definitely not bad. So if you need,
and
to
especially
use it,
for the
you
first
can
turn
use it.
setup, it's amazing. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
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 Oh.
You know.
Okay. Okay, now on to the Master Blaster of the set, Gensect EX.
Gensect EX, okay.
He's pretty, if you set up the deck right, you can set him up to pretty much play the equivalent of 12 catchers. If you use
his ability.
His ability mixed with a triad, so you can get plasma energies back from your discard pile.
Oh.
And then having 4 catchers in your deck. That's his ability 4 plus 4 more for each triad you use plus 4 of each catcher. That's 12 catchers right there.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really going to be as useful as we think it's going to be?
Possibly. He might be used in decks that don't want to use the trainer for catcher or can't get catchers.
Well, I mean,
deck with him in it. So
the entire reason you're going to use him is not going to be for his ability, because I mean, every deck's going to have 4 catchers, so you're not going to get to very many points where you need to attach a plasma from your hand. Because I mean, Colorless Machine's not going to help activate his ability. So you're not going to be in very many positions where you need to use his catcher ability. And with the 8 specs that were printed with him, he's going to destroy... he's going to do 200 damage if you have the 8 spec on him. So it's not going to be...
Yeah.
His ability is going to be useful, but it's not necessary to make him a good Pokemon.
Kind of as a bench warmer. Just like Virizion. I mean, you could send out your Mewtwo, and then just plasma energy on the Gensec to switch it out. So I mean, it
Yeah,
can be
that's what I
useful,
said,
it can
there's
be
no,
useful in multiple ways.
If you are having him out and you don't have him set up in the least bit, it's going to take forever for you to set up that Mega Cannon too. There's no grass Pokemon that lets you...
I mean, it's not different than Kyurem. It's
Yeah,
just
it's no
a
different
turn
than
and then
Kyurem.
a turn.
Well,
and
in
then-
fact, that Kyurem has Pokemon that can support, like Blastoise, can give the water energy he needs.
no one's
There's
gonna run Blastoise with that Kyurem though.
And Virizion accelerates grass energies. Just want to say, chew from your deck. They don't even need to be in your hand. It's chew from your deck to whoever you want.
So it's.
And something I was going to say to you, Andrew, about the Mewtwo is Mewtwo's kind of bane lately has been Deoxys, since if a deck runs energies where you can get the Deoxys set up, Mewtwo only needs 2 energies on him for Deoxys to knock it out clean.
Yeah.
So that's why Mewtwo's been getting less popular, because Deoxys gets the first turn setup and can kill it. But I see Gensec being the attacker of your decks, since he, does 100 and then snaps for 20, and he's gonna 2-shot everything in the format. And if you have the ace spec, he's gonna 1-shot everything in the format.
That's going to take forever for a lot of people to get that ace.
Except for Black Kyurem with Crystal Wall.
Yeah, except for him. Oh no,
Yeah.
he'll knock him out. He'll knock him out still.
No.
Oh no, he's 300. Yeah.
Anything you want to add, Aggron?
Nope.
No.
I was
Nothing.
just watching.
no,
and learning
good.
at this point.
Alright.
He's just like Gensec looks like a robot.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Gensec, is he like a Kabutops that Team Plasma just like...
We have already discussed this. Yes, next Pokemon.
Okay, Blastoise.
And it's a remake.
Yes. Go Blastoise.
It's
Everyone
the
uses
exact
it.
same card, it just looks a lot cooler. Okay, next card.
Hold on. Is this gonna affect people like running Blastoise decks? Is it gonna increase it?
Oh.
It might, because it gives him a higher chance of being able to get Blastoise.
Yeah. I mean,
He was
you
gonna
can
theme
get
deck.
it in the
He's
deck.
anyway.
So,
Exactly. Now you have more of a chance to get him. Though. You have the theme deck he was in, the same set he was in. So you have the decks, theme sets, and then you're having another set that'll have him out. And it's the same Blastoise, so.
And I mean, for newcomers like Aggron, it might be really useful to have him in this set. This is gonna be the first set that he's gonna go balls deep in. So
Balls deep, really?
Okay, I just think that with the rise of grass types, with Virizion and
It's gonna make
Gensec,
it really unlikely to be used.
because people are already starting to not use
The Keldeo deck.
Keldeo as an attacker with Blastoise as much. So I think this set is just going to be the thing that wipes Keldeo, that wipes Blastoise Keldeo off the format. I mean,
It's gonna be a
that
deck-
Blastoise. Yeah, that Blastoise is definitely going to be a cool card to have because it looks cool, but it's not going to change. It's not going to make people want to run it this much more when what everybody's going to be running is going to be Gensec, which is going to
Even
clear
worse,
out.
even
Sorry,
worse, Blastoise's big weakness in the other set, if you weren't running Garbodor, was catching out Blastoise out. Gensec's
Yeah.
ability is a catcher. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you are battling a Blastoise deck and the Blastoises are on the bench and you have Keldeo out, they can just add a Plasma Energy down and switch Blastoise and knock him out.
Yep.
In one hit. So,
Alright, so our next one is Suicune. Suicune really
they finally brought
isn't-
Suicune into the new set, and he's not even an EX.
not even a hollow.
He's not!
So
I mean, he's definitely not a, he might not be a useful card. I don't see any decks running solely EXs in them.
yeah,
Especially
and I
with
feel like
Kyurem out,
A lot of heavy hitters and some of the older decks are big EX hitters. So,
and
I mean,
he's weak to
that's-
grass, so just that Gensec that we were talking about before. Just the
Gensec,
regular
Virizion
one.
won't be able to hurt him. Let's see. The new Kyurem EX won't really be able to do much against it.
well, okay. I'm just saying that
I
if you
think it's
wanted.
going to be a lot more popular in the next set, not this next set rotation, but 2015, when they bring back all the sets you can play through. It's probably going to be a lot more useful.
Well, there were no EXs in the sets that are getting rotated.
Well, because, they bring back all of black and white, and so, I mean,
It's
Yeah,
not gonna
but there were
change
no
at all.
all of the sets that are getting
Oh, yeah.
rotated. had any X's in him. But I think that if you wanted to use a Pokemon with Safeguard, you'd use Sigilyph because his damage cap is a lot higher.
Yeah. Alright, Suicune's cool. I want a full page of reverse holo Suicunes, so help me achieve that, guys.
It's good to set a goal.
Frostlass is on our list, correct?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
For what?
Hold on, okay, so Frostlass has Curse Glare. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't attach any special energy cards from his or her hand to his or her Pokemon. So,
Well,
is this...
That should be pretty good for slowing down Kirums.
Yep,
no, not necessarily.
because it's from their hand, so they can still Colorless Machine onto them. But most TDK decks run 4 blends, 4 Colorless Machine, 4 DCE, just a bunch of a bunch of special energies. So I think if you're fighting a TDK deck, this is going to really slow. It's not going to stop it.
It's not stop it, but just slow it down.
Yeah, it's going to slow it down enough to where maybe this was going to be the thing that you run a few of it so you can get your Blastoise set up and run in a Blastoise deck or something. It's going to slow it down. It's not going to be such a big, especially because people aren't playing as many Thunderous in their decks as they used to be.
This is also a bench sniper, so you can do, while you're slowing down your opponent, you can also be attacking your opponent's bench.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to invest 2 of your energies onto it. But yeah.
Well, you can always just energy retrieval the things back.
Well, yeah, but a lot of decks don't run energy retrieval. But
they're running superior energy retrieval.
Superior.
Like all of his energies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
play the superior energy retrieval, so I get everything back.
Solid 7.5 out of 10 for Frostlass.
I don't see it being used in any big decks. I see it being used on...
I think it's
Little
gonna
decks.
probably be bigger inside of the rogue decks than anything.
Yeah.
Decks that you don't see ever really being played, that people are playing just to trip up their opponent.
Okay, next up, this random Ducklet in the set.
I'm a big fan of Ducklet. I'm saying Quad Ducklet might make an appearance at World 2014.
Hey, he can attack anyone for 20 damage, no matter what.
Dude,
That's insane.
Quad Ducklet, that's where it's at, man.
That's solid attack damage right there.
I know. I mean, that's like freaking... What is it? Sea King from EX Emerald or something did that same thing and was a great card back in 2005 or
Well,
whatever.
I guess I got a lot more HP than Ducklet does.
Alright, for real though, Kyurem EX.
I think Gigafrost could be really well. I can see this one being used in a Blastoise deck.
Yeah,
Blastoise
it's
to be able to
not
extend
weak against grass, which is awesome. It's not weak against electric.
we get steel.
Yeah, and if you're not using
That
Kyurem in your deck,
steel.
Kyurem EX is definitely gonna be the go-to guy.
I could see this deck being used, but I can't see it being used in Blastoise decks over Black Kyurem.
I can.
I can. It's not retreating the 3 energies you need for Black Kyurem. You play the 4 instead of removing 3 of your energies, there's 2 of them.
I see it, because, I mean, with Black Kyurem, you still need that 1 electric, and sometimes you don't get it, and it's a pain, but with this guy, it's just solely water. You discard 2 energies, you can superior energy retrieval, get him back, put him back on. He's got 180 HP, just like Black Kyurem, and with, the only problem I really see, though, is with Virizion. You would still need
You need a laser to knock it out.
a laser and a Burbank to knock it out, and with Virizion, that's not going to happen. That's the only reason I would see Black Kyurem still being run.
Yep.
But I still see
That is for
Kyurem,
Black Kyurem's wall potential.
I still see Kyurem doing extremely well.
Okay. I can live with that.
Yeah, monkeys.
Monkey.
Thank you.
Okay, next round.
Okay.
Driftlin.
Ooh.
New addition to Bad Deck Monday. Interesting deck. Obviously, it's not going to be good against most decks. Basically, just TDK and maybe Darkrai if they play too many Absols. But yeah, it's a cool concept. I'm not looking at the card. I'm not looking at the card right now. But doesn't he only have 90 HP?
No,
Or
He
does
has
it-
100 HP. He has 100 HP. He does his ability makes it so his attack cost is 1 less energy for each team plasma your opponent has in play, and his
Yeah.
attack has 3 energies for 70 damage, and discards special energy attached to defending Pokemon.
Yeah.
Kyurem is gonna get jacked up by that, since Kyurem decks run all plasma Pokemon pretty much, and run almost exclusively special energies.
Well, I mean, damage capping at 70 isn't really jacking him up, really.
Yeah.
But
Well, you're gonna be stalling him like crazy though.
I mean, and
Yeah,
it's still
not
stage
really.
1. So it's not even like, you can just send it out and wreck. You have to send out a Drifloon and then a Drifloon.
like I said, Bad Deck Monday, not really gonna, it's gonna be a fun concept. Kind of like the other Drifloon that had the special energy thing. But, so not a tier 1 by any means. It's not a quad ducklet, but it's...
You're still gonna run
It's
that deck, aren't you? Quad deck.
I'm thinking about
You're
it.
gonna beat our league with that.
Alright,
My league, sheesh.
Yeah, you're gonna beat our league. Man.
what's next on the list? Did we have Yuxi, Mesprit, or Azelf on there, or did we just keep going?
Yuxi, Matspert, and Azelf are going to be cool cards to have, but really bad.
They're collection cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
The
like, I
Sigilyph.
got this little guy.
Is the Sigilyph good?
Like, probably still Bad Deck
Well,
Monday.
his
Seems...
toolbox is his ability is toolbox. This Pokemon will play up to 4 tools attached to it. So I mean, 4 tools. You can pretty much give him the Silver Mirror so you give him the Plasma Badge, Silver Mirror. He's not taking any damage from EXs, and then I'm sure you can find other things like the Rocky Helmet. Put out that on him. Opponent's taking damage for attacking you, and you could probably put on the Wonder Cape to increase his HP, and then Cutting Wind for 70.
Sigilyph ain't nothing. Hashtag tool scrapper.
Okay, so, actually what I'm thinking, I heard that Japan was running this deck real big. It was,
But their format's different than ours.
well, yeah, but...
They're changing our format.
Okay, no. Here, just let me explain. I gotta ghost it. So, it's the Tool Drop Trubbish. That does 20 damage times the number of tools in play. Use it with Celebi EX, you evolve it into Garbodor, that way you can still use the Tool Drop even since it's a Garbodor. And then you just have a bunch of Sigilyphs holding like 4 items each. Obviously this deck runs a crazy amount of tools. So your Tool Drop in for like a bajillion damage each turn. Like I said, probably it's going to be probably Bad Deck Monday status, but still an interesting concept for a Pokemon with a really kind of cool ability.
All right, we can get out of here now, and then we can finish this up in the second part. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Any last words for you, Rampardos?
Well, let me get on my Skype app so I can hang up. Quad ducklet. Goodbye.
All right.
Quad
What
Deck
about you,
2013.
Tops? Is there anything you need to you feel like saying about the cards that we have already gone through?
I could see a lot of people using them for, rogue decks, especially that Sigilyph and Furlas. Those two I think those two could do well for rogue decks.
I still feel like Kyurem is going to make a big impact.
Well,
I don't.
You're talking about big tier 1 decks. I'm talking about
Yeah, you're
Rogue-
talking about decks that
the
can
rogue decks.
potentially rise up, but it's. I don't know. Aggron,
You guys say something for this video?
you have you've observed the many cards in this set. You're
I
new
have,
to the
I have.
game, so is there anything that you've noticed or you saw or comments?
Driftbloom.
Driftbloom.
The name looks like a typo.
It's Drift Blip.
All right. We'll see you guys in part 2. This is Pokesaurs, Tropius, and Kabutops, and Aggron, and we are all signing out.
Boop.
Smoochies.
Goodbye. Cool.
Alright. This is what it looked like.
So
Kidding.
this is-
I didn't even